here to learn all about our chemistry and biology programs at BCC. And my name is Erica Levy. I'm the Assistant Director of Recruitment at Bronx Community College. I'm joined here today with some faculty who you'll meet in just a moment, but also my colleagues, Natalie Gilcrotty and Anisha Scott from the admissions office. We'll be here kind of monitoring the chat, answering your questions as they come in, and also be able to go over some admissions information that you'll need to get started. So welcome once again. I'll just go through the agenda. We already did the introductions. Next, you'll hear from some of our faculty. We'll certainly have time for Q&A, so definitely ask any questions that you have. Now is a great time to connect with our wonderful faculty here. And to start it off, I am going to kick it off to Dr. Hans. So if Dr. Hans, if you'd like to start just sharing your screen, you can feel free to take over the screen share, and we'll hear from you about our chemistry department.
Sure. Thank you very much, Erica. All right, so my name is Professor Sunish Hans. I'm a faculty in chemistry department. So here I'll be talking about the opportunities at BCC in chemistry and earth science environments and earth and environmental science majors. So so we have majors in chemistry, sciences for forensic science. We have earth science, environmental science. So we have these majors by associate degree, but the students can move on to four-year colleges where they can continue with the four-year college degree. There are a list of relevant courses, for example, General Chem 1, which is Chem 11, Chem 12. So that's General Chemistry 1 and 2. And then we have Organic Chemistry 1 and 2. And we have a quantitative analysis, Chem 33. And we have other also courses which fall under Earth System Environmental Science majors, which is ESE, Environmental Science, and GIS courses, which is a Geographic Information System. And on the bottom, we have, on the bottom of the screen shows some requirements for math and bio and physics, which are relevant to chemistry and the science of forensic majors. In chemistry department, we have potential career track for bachelor degree. For chemistry, there are many different fields that a student could go into. For example, in chemistry major, a pharmacist. And today I have a student who at LIU, her name is Naida. She's going for pharmacy major, so she'll be talking to you after my presentation. And the students also definitely can go for medical school. Chemistry is a very good field to carry out in the medical school because you need also chemistry background. There's a chemical and environmental engineering prospect in chemistry. So chemistry can go into many different fields. You can go into pharmaceutical company where you can work as a scientist, do research, do the drug discovery. So you could be one of the scientists in the future working on a vaccine like a COVID. You can go into physician assistant major or a high school teacher. So there are many outcomes, there are many fields connected to chemistry. For science and forensic, we have you can go for forensic scientist, crime scene technician, fingerprint analysis. So there are many fall under this system too. And then we have Earth System Environmental Science. We have you can go for meteorologist, geologist, earth engineering, petroleum engineering. So there are many output for all these three majors. Now, in chemistry, we have many different opportunity for students, such as internship. We have a CUNY Research Scholar Program, and which is open to all the students every year. And we have a Brookhaven National Lab where we take our students to conduct research in neutrino research. Students can go all throughout the year. So there are only few national labs in the US. And our BCC students have opportunity to go throughout the year and also in the summer. So in the summer, they could spend 10 weeks on site, which is fully paid. and then they get $5,000 in addition to that. So, and there they get exposed to different students across the US. So they have many events at Brookhaven. Why I know about Brookhaven, because I'm the one who collaborated with Brookhaven National Lab. And we also have a geospatial technology at BCC and a city college. So we have a huge lab at the BCC where students can be part of this geospatial program. And we have a biofuels at the BCC and the Queen's University at the North Carolina. So we have a faculty at in chemistry department who doing a research in many different fields, and then they give opportunity to students to interact and do research with them. And we do also have two faculty members in our chemistry department whose collaborators have won the Nobel Prize in recent years. University of Texas, we also have collaboration at University of Texas, which work on a lithium-ion battery research. And we also have research experience for undergrad at NOAA Fest and City Tech. So Dr. Philip, who's here with us, he also takes students and himself goes to atmospheric research in Cloud Point at in Colorado. So you'll see some of his pictures in a later slides. And those are the internship opportunity which are available throughout the years when we are on site. But again, COVID has not stopped us doing what we were doing. So we started taking step remote learning activities. So recently we had, in the summer, we had Australia Great Reef live interactive coral reef diving activities. So where we have more than 1,000 participants logged in. So not only from US, we had from Australia, we had from India, from Spain, Canada. So that was a big opportunity for us where we interact with the many different countries throughout this remote learning activity. And we also learned, we also had a workshop on paralysis on organic farming, which was a live Zoom meeting at Govardhan Village in India. So that's a place where our our faculty members, and Dr. Philip also went to as a study abroad program. So just to tell you what pyrolysis is, pyrolysis, you can take a material like used oil, or you can use used crops and then generate into a useful material. So for example, you can generate a fuel out of that used oil. So STEM workshop also, there was another STEM workshop for students and teachers in India. So not only here are our students and also faculty members are trying to help out and during this remote learning to help them and guide them how they can adapt this remote learning in India and other areas too. Also, we had a workshop on a US an ice drilling program, climate change workshop through Ice Core with Dartmouth College. So again, this COVID did not stop us. We kept going remotely and tried to interact with other faculty members and also had our students presented. So our students who were part of the study abroad program, they took part in this various activity and they shared their experience with everyone across the world when we had these remote learning activities. And so these are the study abroad opportunities. So we have a link for study abroad in India, study abroad in Australia and Spain. So we can make these PowerPoints available where students can click on the link and see themselves the pictures and experience which other faculty member and the students who went along with the faculty members, and they can experience how much they learn and what they explore during these study abroad programs. So there are also STEM conference attendance normally done when we are on site. For example, BEA Global Competition STEM Conference in Washington. So there, Dr. Philip and other faculty member take about 50 students every year to Washington and explore what with the different fields and different workshops in Washington, D.C. And it's normally 2-day program, so students get to see what is out there and how they interact with other students and other colleges, and they share their experience with other students. And then Brookhaven National Lab, which I already talked about before too, that's another one. So students, when they are on internship program, they share their experience with the students from all across the US, because that internship program is open for all the students across US. And then we also take our student to National Chemistry Week, which is normally done every year, and it's sponsored by American Chemical Society. And then our students also be part of American Chemical Society national conferences, which take place in US in different cities at different times during the years. We also have National Society of Plastic Engineering conferences where students go with the faculty members, and a Noah Crest Day at the City College. So it's not only at the national level, we also are interacting at the city level. So within the New York City, our faculty members are also conducting research in different fields. And this is just a pamphlet of showing Brookhaven National Lab summer program in 2016. So where our students participated. It's not only this summer, our students been going from last 6-7 years every summer. Now, just to tell you what is this neutrino research is about. So this is just one part of the research that I conduct. But again, if you get to interact with other faculty member, you can see from their experience that how much they know, and they can take you with explore on the internships with their experience. So what are the neutrinos? So neutrinos are generated as a result of radioactive decay. So for example, in the sun, there's always nuclear reactions going on. And there are neutrinos, about 65 million neutrinos are coming every second, and they are passing through their thumbnail. So the neutrinos are there since the Big Bang, since the starting of the universe. So why we want to do research on neutrino. So neutrino can give us a clue about how does the Earth form, how does the universe form, because the neutrino probably carrying the information which happened a long time ago. So neutrinos, as they pass through our body, we don't feel anything because there's no interaction between us and a neutrino. So if we get to know about neutrino, maybe we can answer many questions. For example, how long the sun will live, or how old is the sun, and how old is the universe. So there are many aspects to this, and we can also probably in the future, if we get to know about neutrino, we can probably send a message to other part of this universe through the neutrinos. So again, but there are many part of the neutrinos that we don't know. There's some research has been done. We have some data, but there is still missing pieces that we need to put together for the research. Again, this is very smaller part of the research that we do, but our other faculty members conduct a different type of research. And here are my students doing research at the Brookhaven National Lab. So as I said, students every semester, students go with me to Brookhaven National Lab on Fridays. We do research there, and then we come back on the same day. But then again, sometimes the same student or different student, they like the research, that they want to continue the research, so they do it over the summer. So summer again is a 10-week program. It's paid by the DOE, which is Department of Energy. And the students get to present and explore many events at Brookhaven National Lab. Again, those presentations, for example, one of my students presenting here, the poster at Brookhaven National Lab. So this goes into your CV. You can add it as a publication or presentation into your CVs or resume. And here's our participation at National Chemistry Week at Hall of Science, which take place every year. And this year we won one of the prize again, this is sponsored by American Chemical Society. And for this event, our faculties and our chemistry students go and show the demonstration on the theme of the experiment, because every year they have a different theme of this National Chemistry Week. So we present the demonstration based on the theme, and there are different age group students come around and they have hands-on experience along with our chemistry department students. So it's a very good event for the visitors, students who come, and also for our students to present and get to learn more and share their experience with others. And then this slide shows our collaboration. I shouldn't say collaboration, is our student presenting in a national, chemistry challenge at Queensboro Community College. So we had an event in 2019 where our chemistry student went and they participated in this chemistry challenge program. And because of their presentation, they had all had a certificate for their participation. And here is Dr. Therese, who does research in the biofuels. So she conducts research with the students. She take a used oil and turn into biodiesel fuel. And you can see there are many, so as you can see on the top, there's a dark brown color oil. After the experimentation, she changed into this light yellow color, which is a biodiesel fuel. It can be used in a cars. So this is again a small scale, but this can be changed into a larger scale where we can collect the oils or use material and turn into something useful. So again, I just want to say Dr. Therese is one of them whose collaborator won a Nobel Prize recently. And here is a slide showing a BEAR conference in Washington, D.C. You can see there are 50 students and Dr. Philip taking them to Washington, D.C.
Dr. Malidi is also there, Sinaj.
Sorry?
Dr. Charles Malidi is also in the middle there, and a picture from the biology department.
The bio department there too? Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
He's there too. He's in a Bronx suit right there, yeah.
Okay, all right. So Charles, Dr. Malidi is also there. And we have also time to time during the year, we have, so for example, you can see on the bottom left, we have some seminars taking place during the, over the year. We have a presenter here came from India and guiding about the solar energy, solar power, and also yoga session. Our student interacted and they had a lot of fun because they learned to how to calm down their stress when they have a finals or exams. So it was a very interactive session.
This presenter, Sunaj, Dr. Solanki, he took off 11 years from school. He's a professor at IIT Delhi. So he took 11 years of leave from school to go around India this year. So he's taking a break for 11 years from his family and everybody else, driving around the whole of India in a solar bus. So
okay.
Yeah, so we do a lot of interactions like that.
Right. And he was going around all around the world, right? Different countries. So this was his few day trip in New York City, but then he was going to go somewhere else. So he was I don't know how long was his trip, Neil, across the world.
He went to 44 countries. The Indian government sent him to 44 countries.
Mm-hmm.
And this is in honor of Mahatma Gandhi in terms of solar energy. He did a
October
yatra.
2nd.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was, but our students do a lot of, they get involved in a lot of big things, all BCC students.
Right. And then on the bottom it says interactive live session from the reef, where students saw many different creatures in the sea. We had divers who were interacting with the students, and students were asking questions. It was good. I was part of it, and I really enjoyed, and then other students too, because this is something first time I experienced, and it was good. And then on to the right we have Dr. Philip with the students. Dr. Philip, you want to say something about your experience in Colorado?
Yeah, we normally take students, in the past took students to Colorado to live in clouds. So this lab is at 10,000 feet in the mountains of Colorado. We can step outside, and normally it's covered in clouds. And we can take samples of clouds and come back to school with a cloud sample frozen. Like we have the coronavirus pandemic right now. We have to take those samples, so the vaccine samples, we got to keep them frozen. So we did the same thing with cloud samples. We kept them frozen in dry ice and sent them back to school. And our students came here and analyzed what's in a cloud sample. So which is very interesting for myself and the students. It's a very, very good opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Philip. And then the next slide shows our experience is study abroad in India. So here you can see Dr. Philip, Dr. Sen, and other faculty member from the CUNY. And we had a student went to India. They interacted at a Govardhan village, and they installed the weather station, and then they also interacted with the orphan kids, and they helped the community around that area where especially with the orphan kids, and then they gave a gift to the orphan kids. So our students, when they came back, they were very emotional, very attached, based on the experience. They still want to go back to India again. So our study abroad programs are very successful, because when students go there, they interact, they share the experience, they bring a lot back with them when they come back. So this is a very good part of our department. The next shows our study abroad program again in Australia and Spain. Again, our students explore, carry around these small CO2 monitors, which they go either on the bikes. So you can see student on the bottom going on a bike. She has her CO2 monitor in the back. So they did same thing in India, in Australia, and also Spain. So our faculty, Dr. Philip and Pramita Sen, has a lot of data from different countries, especially on CO2. And they also monitor the water content too. And then when they go to publish this data, students become part of the publication. So there are many opportunities in chemistry department for our students. And we are proud of our students who are in chemistry department. Our chemistry department, Dr. Philip's door is always open. It's to help out the students. So it's really good experience. I've been here only from 6 years at BCC, and I have never seen any college like we have at BCC. Our environment at BCC is very friendly, and the students are very free to talk to any faculty members and share the experience. So I have with us Naida Kolamura, who will share her experience. But Dr. Philip, do you want to add anything to this? Okay. All right, Naida, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Professor.
All right, go ahead, Naida.
Hi, everyone.
Stop sharing. I can stop.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay, go ahead, Naida.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody, and thank you, Dr. Hens, for inviting me here. My name is Naida Kramola, and I graduated from BCC in summer 2019. I started my pharmacy program at Long Island University in fall 2019. And during my stay at BCC, I would say I actually made a family, because I consider Dr. Hess like my second mom. That's what I call her. She was my mentor. I was part of the CUNY research program. I participated into many of the events that she has put in her presentation, like the chemistry week, the CUNY research program, the Brookhaven National Lab. I did all that with her, and I have learned a lot from that. And those events that I got a chance to participate while at BCC helped me to join the Long Island University Pharmacy program, because I put all those participation in my resume. I had also some kind of like the CUNY research program, the presentation that we did after the program, like the CUNY research program, after the program, we have a presentation that we do about what we have learned during the summer or during the program this semester. And all those presentations went in my resume that helped me join the pharmacy program. And also Dr. Neil is like the best, I will say, because
I
when
paid
we were at
$10 to say that, guys. I paid, come on, 20 I paid you to
No,
say
no,
that.
that's
no,
true.
ev-
That's true.
no,
That's true,
every
Dr.
student
Neil.
will say the same. Every
No.
student will say
That's
the same.
true, Dr. Neil, because I recall when I was at BCC and you asked me what I wanted to do, and I told you I wanted to transfer to a pharmacy program. You had one alumni who was already in the pharmacy program who came and tell us the stepwise what to do and what not to do, to be in the pharmacy program. And believe me, that was really, really helpful. So I really thank you for that. And also, while at BCC, I have learned a lot of basic that is really helping me now in the pharmacy program, because even though chemistry is not like pharmacy, it's like it is, because many of the drugs that we are studying are based on those chemical structures that we study in organic chemistry, in Chemo 2, and having that basic is really, really important to understand that high level of organic chemistry. And I really, really thank you guys for really giving me that education and that basics I needed for the pharmacy program. And if there's any freshmen here, I really encourage you guys to reach out to professors, because there's a lot of opportunities that are being offered at BCC. Reach out if you have any issue, ask them. I was also a tutor at the chemistry department, and it was really thoughtful as well. I was student and tutor, so it helped me to kind of like put into practice what I was learning in class, and be able to also share whatever little thing that I believe I've learned in class. And it was really helpful. And it helps you also as a student to also have some kind of like money on the side. So it's really helpful. And if you need help, just reach out, ask for help. And whatever it is that your major is that you want to do in the future, just let them know. They have a lot of connection. They will connect you with the right people. And believe me, you can do it. Because I thank you guys so much for helping me, because right now I am not regretting going to BCC, and I have learned a lot at BCC that is really helping me in the pharmacy program right now. So thank you again and again.
Thank you, Nida. We're
Thank
very
you,
proud of you.
Nida.
We're very proud of you, Nida. Very good job, Nida.
Yeah, very
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. That was so wonderful to hear from you, Nida. And thank you so much, Dr. Hans and Dr. Phillip, for showing us all the chemistry, well, not all the chemistry, but some of the great things the chemistry department has to offer our students. So I do want to make sure we have enough time to get to everything today. So I want to turn it over now to Dr. Malidi with the biology department, and we certainly will have time for Q&A afterwards. So if you have questions for anyone here today, feel free to just go ahead and use that, type them in the chat, and we'll certainly address them when we can or at the end of the presentation.
All right, thank you, Erica. Just a quick question at the beginning. How much time do we have for the presentation approximately?
So we have till 5 o'clock. I mean, we certainly can go over a bit if we need to, but you have about a half hour.
All right, so we'll try to speed up, maybe allocate about 10 minutes or so. And then I'm also co-presenting with the Professor Rafi Diori. She's also in the, she has also logged in. Rafi, are you there? Okay, thank you so much. Sure. Right, so
Yes.
I don't know if you want to make also a co-host for the presentation.
Superpowers.
Thanks so much. Okay, great. So I'll start by screen sharing our document. Share document here. Okay. All right, so our presentation right here is for bio majors, and it's a collective effort between the following professors, Lee Cheng, Abbas Abdullahi, Rafael Dioti, and Professor Rashid Allen. And first and foremost, I'd like to welcome the new students to BCC. We look forward to seeing you in class. And our presentation is really geared towards three areas. First, one, to walk you through the career options. Once you major in biology, we're also going to look at the course sequence that will enable you to graduate in 2 years. Because we want you to graduate. Remember, our joy is to see each one of you graduate within the shortest time possible. And also share some of the opportunities that are available to students at BCC. So I'm co-presenting right here with Professor Rafael Dioti right here. And this first slide highlights some of the career options of diverse fields that involve biology. First and foremost, biology is the study of living things or living organisms, developmental aspects, etc., and biochemical processes, as well as molecular interactions. And these are some of the fields where biology is critical in developing a firm foundation: medicine, ecology, microbiology, bioinformatics, etc. And so biology provides this broad background. Now, what are the career options? I have 10 minutes, so I'm going to go through the slides quickly, and afterwards I will pause for a moment to answer questions. Yes, Diori, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that, and I'm gonna possibly mispronounce the name, Sunesh. When she was talking about some of the career options, and she already mentioned there is a lot of overlapping between the sciences. So some of the careers that she has mentioned are also careers that you are going to find in biology. So pharmacy, medicine, biomedical engineering. There's a lot of the careers that actually are going to require knowledge both in the chemistry and in the biology. So you may see some of the repeats in our slides with the careers that she has already mentioned. I don't know if you want to keep on going, or I can just keep on yapping along.
Right while you are here, I'd like to mention that I can practically give you examples of names of students in some of these options who have been complete biology classes, including a long list of physical therapists, physician assistant. I'm not sure whether it's recorded, but including also medical doctors. One of our students, probably Dr. Philip, also knows him. His name is Cody Wallace. He's currently working as an MD medical doctor at Mount Sinai. Environmental scientist, one of our students who graduated in 2008. He works he completed his PhD. He works as a biotechnologist for a pharmaceutical company in Boston. So all these are options that are available to you, and I'm hoping that this information can enable you to make a decision based on the career that you would like to pursue. Remember, career is different from a job. Career is an activity that you're involved in and that you enjoy doing, so that your Monday afternoon is same as your Friday afternoon. So that's always important. Okay. So we have a little more detailed description of the career options: physician assistant, medical assistant, genetic counselor, etc. Now, the next couple of slides, we will just highlight how you can graduate in 2 years. And if you include the summers, you can actually graduate in less than 2 years. All right, so these are the requirements. They are the core requirements, including composition, mathematics, Math 30, Chem 11, etc. Then we have the flexible core and so on and so forth. Now, this information is available in the catalog, but what I really want to emphasize is the following. How do we get you to graduate in 2 years? Semester 1, it's always important to start your chemistry sequence early, because chemistry run is in series. We start chemistry in semester 1, you enroll in chemistry, Chem 11, Chem 11 and Math 30. Then you can be able to take Chem 12 in the following semester. Right here, you can see take Chem 12 and Math 31. In addition, these are some of the other courses you need to take, including Math 32, Math 31, in the second semester. Third semester, you now need to take Chem 32, which is organic chemistry 2, and general biology 1. And the following semester, the last semester, you take Chem, you take Bio 22, and this became 32. The previous one was Chem was Chem 31. So this enables you to be able to graduate in 2 years. Remember, one of our goals right at BCC is to see you graduate as soon as possible. That's one of our main goals. We want you to be able to graduate within the shortest period of time possible. Yes, dear, go ahead.
I also want to say these are because you can see that there's chemistry and biology that are going on at the same time. So you have to be strategic with the classes that you're taking, because these are classes that are going to require some of your time to actually to be successful. And also Dr. Maliti separated them in semester, but you're going to see that it is also possible to take the classes during the summer. So you can spread out in a way that those 2 years involve also the summer semester. So both the chemistry and the biology have the 8 weeks during the semester. So they can help you spread out your classes a little more, because again, both the chemistry and the biology are going to require your time. You want to make sure that you finish in 2 years, but you're also successful and you get the good grades that will allow you to move on and actually have the career, you either to a 4-year college or whatever else you want to do.
Thank you, Giori. Concluding remarks. As a biology major, you have a lot of options that are available to you. And just want to mention that biology as a discipline is an evolving field. For example, in 2000, we know about informatics now in a new area. One of the other new areas is gene expression. So there are a lot of options that are available to you. And if you have any questions, please reach out to faculty in the biology department, and we can be able to guide you to make sure that you graduate soon. We also have research opportunities. We have students who worked in our research lab at BCC. We also have students who worked in one of the research labs at Lehman, and most of the faculty have research programs or research projects that they're carrying out, and we are always recruiting students to participate or are interested in participating in this research work. Rafi, go ahead.
So, well, I just want to add to what Dr. Maliti is saying. The degree in biology is kind of like covering different things, and it's kind of like more generic. It's something that you may want to choose if you're still not quite sure what you want to do. When you know that you're interested in the sciences, but you're not quite sure which direction you want to go, and then you want to transfer to a 4-year college, maybe you're interested in research and so on. We do also have specific fields and specific degrees within the biology department. And I'm sure that is in the next slide, because we do have horticulture, we have biotechnology, animal care, that are actually going to feed into an MLT, sorry, medical lab technician, that are going to feed into more specific fields. So you may start out with like a biology, if you're not quite sure, but you can look also into the other fields if you start to be like, oh, actually I'm much, you know, now that COVID is happening, I realize the biotechnology is going to be possibly one of the fields that is going to have like maybe a little push up with the careers, and I'm going to be interested in that. But to make sure that you are taking the right courses for these different degrees, you should talk to the advisors, because they may ask you to take other courses or to take some of the courses a little earlier than what the biology degree that Dr. Maliti showed you before. Also, you should reach out to different faculties if you're interested in doing research. As he was mentioning, a lot of the faculties are actually doing research, like for example, him at Lehman or at the Museum of Natural History, and they're publishing with students, because they're doing research that is actually publishable, and they're presenting and so on. Also, something that they were talking about previously, We didn't really have that much of an online option, and something that COVID has pushed us to do is that we're looking into different kind of research, which are more key towards the bioinformatics. So we are starting to do some of the research that is more bioinformatic, and it's like gene annotations, biological databases research, and so on. So we are evolving with the situation. We were not set up like the chemistry department. They were like, oh, we can hit like the ground running, but we're getting there. So there are different possibilities for research that you can do also online that we are developing right now. But in terms of other research, I'm sure that Dr. Maliti also has a little more information for you guys.
All right, so thank you, everyone. I know we've kind of given you a broad overview. To the students, really our goal is to see each one who graduates soon. These slides will be available to the students as well as anyone else who has interest immediately after the presentation. Thanks.
I'm not seeing the chat.
Yes, and we are recording the presentation, so we can certainly share that with folks afterwards. And if you have copies, we can share that as well. But the chat is open, so feel free to ask any questions. And if the professors would like to add anything else, or students, feel free to do that. Otherwise, I'll kick it off with some next steps for admissions.
I just want to share, if you guys are interested, this is something that we were doing as a bio club, which again, I was trying to get the pictures, but like it was difficult to get them from the students, but we have done like different activities. So we do try to have like people come in and talk about their careers, visit some of the institute here in New York, like the New York Stem Cell Institute. Last summer, we did some research with the students, and we went to and presented a MACOB, and they did win some awards from the research that we're doing in the lab. We were actually looking at the quality of water at BCC, also together with some of the people like in chemistry. It's not the greatest, but we should all survive. When we go back, I don't know, maybe we should test it again. We don't know after it's been like not running for such a long time. But when we checked it, it was okay in most of the places. So we're safe. But again, there are a lot of activities that are based on science, both in the biology department and so on. As they were saying, BCC is very active where you can get involved, and whatever thing you're interested in, whatever field you're interested in and you want to explore, this is your chance to do it, because this is your time to decide, is this actually what I want to do for the rest of my life? Or maybe you're gonna try it and you're like, no, I thought it was cool and it isn't, but I tried something else. And this is really what I'm passionate about and what I think I can invest my time and my education in. So really try, there are so many opportunities. Just go and try. This is your chance to do it. That's it, I'm gonna shut up now.
I just wanna add to, I just wanna welcome all the new students. And I just want to tell them that I know most of the students have jobs and they have families and they carry out their studies. So I want to encourage them that I was in their shoes too. I started from LaGuardia Community College, transferred to Hunter, and then I did my PhD at Hunter while I had my family. So during that, the road is difficult, but don't be discouraged by anything. Just keep going on and you will reach your destination. Once you determine what you want to be, you will be there one day. Okay.
Great. Thank you everyone so much. Feel free to jump in at any point and ask questions. I'm just going to go into some next steps. I hope that after hearing our presenters today, you feel like you're ready to apply or go through the next steps in admissions. So I want to make sure that you leave with that information today, and we're certainly here after today if you have other questions. But for those of you that haven't started your application yet and you feel that you're ready to apply, the process is fairly simple. Really all you need to do is go onto the CUNY website, which is listed for you here, and my colleagues will be posting some helpful links in the chat as well. So if you want to copy and paste anything, feel free to do that. They've already posted a bunch of great things. But you just need to go onto our website and submit the application. For freshman students, there's a $65 application fee, and for transfer students, there's a $70 fee. If you're coming from a New York City DOE high school, your guidance counselor should have a fee waiver available for you. So if you don't already have that, make sure you're inquiring about it. If you're not in that circumstance, but you feel that you do need a fee waiver, you can always connect with CUNY directly on the CUNY email address, and we'll post that in the chat, and request a fee waiver. They are giving out some additional fee waivers due to COVID and of course hardships that are related to that. So definitely don't hesitate to request one if you need one. And then the next step is to submit your official documents to us. We request that if you're just applying to BCC, you can send your documents in directly to us by email, and you can have your official documents sent directly to our admissions email here. And that's going to be your official high school transcript. If you've been to college before, also official college transcript. If you're applying to more than one CUNY school, you want to submit that to the CUNY's Application Processing Center. And all of those addresses are available online, and we'll post those in the chat for you as well. But the CUNY application allows for you to apply to multiple colleges. So if you choose that route, just make sure you submit your documents centrally too. Just some helpful tips. Once you've applied, you want to make sure that you're staying on top of your email. This way you get the information on next steps from us. We're going to be contacting you frequently with important updates and deadlines and reminders. So definitely we recommend checking your email, and that's the email you use on your application frequently, so we can stay in touch with you. And then you can also track your application by logging into your CUNY First account. They give you instructions on how to do that once you submit the application, but we'll also put a helpful video in the chat if you're not sure how to do it. And this allows you to check the status of your application, if you've been accepted, if you're missing any documents to complete your application. Once you're accepted, you can even view your financial aid status and other important information there. Finally, well, not finally, but next, you'll definitely want to submit your FAFSA and your TAP applications. These are your applications for financial aid and how most of our students here are able to pay for their tuition and cover tuition costs. You can see that if you submit your financial aid application and you qualify for the maximum amount of aid, we're talking about grants, which are free money that do not have to be paid back as long as you meet the requirements of attending school and being successful in your classes. If you meet those requirements, you can be eligible for over $11,000 a year in total grants. And the cost of tuition at BCC is just a little over $5,000 per year. So if you do the math, you'll see that this would more than cover your cost of tuition and even leave you with some money left over, about $6,000 for other school-related expenses, which can be anything from laptops, books, or anything that you need to be a successful student. So this is super important. If you're looking to come to BCC as early as the spring semester, you'll want to fill out the application for the 2020-2021 school year. If you're applying for the fall, the application that you see here is the one that you'll want to submit. And then finally, once you've been accepted to BCC, you'll want to let us know that you are ready to commit and that you are in fact coming to our college. And you can do this two ways: by doing this through your CUNY First account and just committing to our college, or by accepting the offer via email and sending us an email over at this address here. And you should do this right away as soon as you know you've been accepted and you're ready to make your decision. This way we can prepare the steps to get you registered for classes. And if you're not sure if you want to commit to BCC, that's what we're here for. You can use us in the admissions office as a guide for any questions that you have. And now you also have these connections in the science department that you can certainly ask questions about your program if you need help making that decision. And then lastly, you'll be registering for classes. You heard a lot about some of the course offerings and the curriculum in the programs that you're interested in. You're going to meet with an academic advisor individually, one-on-one, to help you select your classes and make sure that you're set up to take the right classes for your major, your first semester. So we help you to navigate that process. We're going to send you an email inviting you to sign up for an appointment. You'll meet with your advisor on a video chat just like this, and you'll be able to talk with someone one-on-one to review your major, select your courses, discuss any sort of questions that you might have, and then also find out how you can clean your loaner laptop. Due to COVID, we are giving students loaner laptops or devices to use during their time here at BCC. And this is something you can keep as long as you're enrolled at BCC, and we'll have to return just once you're finished here. And this is available to any student that's in need. And that's kind of the gist of it for admissions. And I have our contact information up here for you if you want to get in touch with us after today. The best way is by email. You can also connect with us by phone. And I also listed the financial aid office since we get many questions of the financial aid office. But I'll open it up now to you. If there's questions that you have for any of us, or if any of the presenters have anything else to add, feel free to do so. Great, and there's lots of information in the chat for links that you can use after today. So feel free to just do a big copy paste if you want. This is an awesome resource for everyone, and we'll certainly be following up with you after today with all of these next steps as well. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, and I see we do have a question in the chat for someone that's applied for FAFSA but had some issues, and they'll call this number tomorrow. You can certainly call that number. That's a great way to get in contact with financial aid, but we do actually have something even that might be a better resource for you. It's our financial aid virtual counter. It allows you to log in live to a Zoom link, and you can connect one-on-one with a financial aid advisor. So we'll post that for you in the chat. They're offering, I think it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, or it's Tuesdays and Fridays. You guys remember?
They just added Mondays. I believe Mondays is from 10 to 4. Tuesdays and Fridays is from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you call that number, the number that's on the screen, that's for the admissions office. I'm going to post right now the link for you to speak with someone for financial aid on tomorrow. So just log onto the link, and then you'll go into a waiting room, and then you'll speak with someone virtually.
Great. And when you click on the link, it has the hours as well that the financial aid virtual counter is available for. And you'll be able to connect with someone live and talk one-on-one. Any other questions?
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just make a comment as to why we have students start with chemistry and math courses earlier, because these are the courses that run in series. And therefore, if you'd like to graduate in 2 years, or you'd like to graduate in 1.5 years plus 2 summers, then it's always important to start with the math and chemistry series earlier. Thanks.
I also wanted to add, because I was getting some question here, that if you are interested in science, pretty much the math, the chemistry, and the biology, the classes that you're taking here are going to be the basis for anything that you can choose to do later on. It doesn't matter if it's medical school, if it's veterinary, if you decide to go for a PhD. All the courses that we talk about that you're going to take at BCC are going to be the core courses that you are going to take, and you can then make any decision if you, through the course of these 2 years, may change your mind. You start out, you want to do something. Most of them are not like, even if you're going to get a certain degree at BCC and then you decide, oh, maybe I want to go in a slightly different directions. I still want to do sciences, but maybe I don't want to do this research. I want to do something else. These are still the core things that are going to help you move on with your career. So you are still going to have to flexibility. Your choice, the choice that you're making now is still going to allow you to go on and do what you want to do. What you want to do is told to us, told to the people in the chemistry department, told to the people in the biology department. Keep the conversation open so that we can mentor and support you and feed into your interests so that you have the chance to experience whatever is going to make a difference in your life and make the best choice.
Thank you. I think that was really helpful.
I think also Dr. Hans was very modest in her presentation. She didn't mention to you that she won the Breakthrough Prize, and she was one of the recipients of the Breakthrough Prize in Physics in 2016. That means that's a prize given to everybody in the world, a big prize of $3 million. to the top people in physics in 2015 and 2016. So she was one of the people that got part of the prize. It wasn't, there's a lot of people, like 100 people, so they had to break it up into pieces. But she is a, you know, a very well-respected researcher in the field, and as NIDA attested to as well.
Thank you, Dr. Philip. Thank you. Yeah, neutrino research actually very fascinating. Once you get in there, you'll see it's not a small project. Government spent millions and billions of dollars for the project because it need a big, huge lab underground. So first we need to find a facility, then dig a spot, and then install, and then it's a couple-year process. So
the one somebody, your person won a Nobel Prize. So Dr. Hans' collaborator won a Nobel Prize in 2015 in physics. So the things you'll be, as a student, you're going to work with people who win Nobel Prizes a lot at BCC. So you come to us, join us, you'll be in good shape.
Yeah. So there's an elevator goes underground 2 kilometers. So if you you guys want to join, please come in, and then you will experience. So again, as Dr. Molidi said, there are a lot to offer in bio and chemistry department. So just ask, you know, there are a lot of opportunities. Just ask, and you'll be amazed how much help you can get at BCC.
That's amazing. Can I ask, I know that was on the presentation and we will share it, but would you all mind just leaving maybe your contact with your email in the chat? This way, if anyone's interested and maybe is shy today or doesn't know what question they have, they can connect with you afterwards.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would say I encourage everyone, even if you're not sure, just to contact one of us if you have questions, because we can always direct you. If it's not our area of expertise, we can direct you to someone else. And as everybody else was saying, we want you to be successful. So if we can help you network with someone that, again, even if it's not our area of specialty, although with all these Nobel Prize and so on, I mean, you can just be like, no, I just want to, we want you to be successful. We want you to find the thing that is gonna have you as passionate as we are about what we're doing. So if you are not sure, you don't be like, I don't know, but I remember her name and she was the biology person. Maybe I don't remember the chemistry person. I'm gonna be like, hey, I was the bio, but this is the name of the chemistry person. So just keep the communication open with us, because we want you to be successful. You are our little experiment, our project that is gonna be successful when you go out there. So we are very invested in you.
Yeah, just guys, so if you don't find information in your chat boxes or in your notes, we are on the website. Just Google BCC webpage and you'll go to academic department, click on either chemistry or bio, you'll get the name and the emails of all the faculties at BCC.
Thank you. And Natalie just posted a helpful instruction that you can save all the chat by selecting the 3 dots next to file and clicking save chat. So if it seems like a lot, feel free to just save it, and you can always kind of look back at it after today and review what you think is most helpful. And Nisha's been posting links to all of the majors that were covered here today. So you can review those as well. And then you have the contact information for all of our presenters. So I think we've left you with a lot of information, but I know it can be certainly overwhelming. So do not hesitate to reach us if you have questions after today.
I'm just gonna add one thing, because I know about my name and I'm sure it's gonna happen with other names. I know with my names, you guys always misspell it. And because I have a lot of double letters. So please, if you send an email and we don't answer you, there's a very good possibility that you messed up at the email. So please send it again. We shall answer. But don't just send it once and be like, oh no, she never answered. Because I can tell you, for my name, I got a lot of doubles, and you guys usually forget one of them.
That's a good point. Yes, and the contact information is on the websites too, but hopefully we have it here in one place for you. This way we can make it a little bit easier. But if there are no other questions, I think we will leave it for today. We had till about 5 o'clock. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. And thank you to our presenters. we all learned a lot of today and a lot of information about the great programs that we offer. And we'll be in touch. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Erica.
Thank you,
for
everybody.
hosting
Thank
this.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. See you at
Bye.
BCC next year.
Bye,
Sure.
and happy
Bye.
holidays.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah,
holidays.
true.
Be safe.
Very true.
Continue to be safe, everybody. Be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay
Thank
safe.
you. Thank you, Naida.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Naida.
Bye.
Bye, Sunaj. Bye, Charles.
Bye. Bye.